Now, let's look at something again most people, miss in their relationship with God. Now, you hear the prophetic, the prophetic, the prophetic. But I like to tell you that the prophetic has many variations. I mean, there are many variables in the prophetic. And your job is to learn what each of the variables, represent. For instance, we have a prophetic word, which we believe God has given to us. Either God used a man to say those words to you, he has called you, he has said this, I promise that. Okay, these are prophetic words. But outside of that prophetic or inside that prophetic word, there's something called prophetic insurance. Prophetic insurance is when God insures the word he has given to you. My word which has come out of my mouth will not go back to me, will not come back to me void. But like the rain that comes from heaven and like the snow and the dew that falls, it does not return back to me. So my word will accomplish that which I have sent it and will prosper in that which it was designed. Now, that means that there's prophetic insurance of that on that word. But prophetic insurance is not on the instrument. That is, if the word has come to you and God said, Michael, I'm calling you to do A, B, C. The prophetic insurance is on the word that was given to you, but not on you. Because if you fail to do those things God has sent you, he can raise someone from your lineage to do it, or he will raise your neighbor that is better than you. That is what you see in the case of giving a king after his heart to Israel, and and whose throne will be perpetuated in Israel. Well, when Saul will not play by the rule, he will not play by the rules of the book. Okay, he was king, then God gave us David. So the prophetic insurance was on the promise of God, not on Saul as an individual. So if God says something to you, God will do what he has said, but you may not be the one that will fulfill that. And that's why in prophetic insurance, there are times you will find a person will be given, a word, and four other persons have also received the same word. These other people one will say, stand up and do this, arise and do this. And then he is calculating, he's vacillating, he's thinking, do I have the resources and this and that? While he is doing that, God will activate someone else and another person. And to the second person will say, will you like to do this? Will you be able to do this if I ask you to do? To the third person, if I give you an opportunity to do this, what will you do? To another person, and God will just drop it. When the first guy now exercises his right of refusal by turning down the request, simple. He has turned down the request. So what do we do from here? God will activate the second person and say, that thing I told you, why not do it? If I give you the resources, will you do it? If God cannot get him to do it, he will move to the third and move to the fourth. And this is the side where most Christians will say, well, I don't know why God told me he has answered my prayers, but I didn't get any answer. Nothing is coming. It's not from the side of God. God has finished his job. It is the guy, the instruments that sometimes are difficult. Like Daniel, he prayed and he says, from the day you prayed 21 days ago, an answer was sent to me, but the devil fought against me. And that's one thing you need to realize. It's your job to say yes to God as soon as you hear that. Otherwise, he moves to someone else. Because of prophetic insurance, God cannot be said to be a liar. God cannot be a liar, for God cannot lie. It's not the Son of Man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. So God cannot lie. And because God cannot lie, he has to keep to his words. So if he needs to change the instrument to bring his word to pass in a person's life, prophetic insurance compels him to change you. If he needs to change, please, not his word, but his instrument. So he changes you in order, he replaces you with someone else to do the job. Because he gave you the first right of refusal, and you decided not to exercise your right. I mean, you exercise the right of refusal, refuse this assignment, so you have to take on somebody else. It's called prophetic insurance. If God has given you a word, even when the persons or individuals he has sent to you refuse to respond to it, God will make it come to pass. He will raise someone else to bring it to pass. But equally, if he has given you an assignment, it's not sacrosanct. The word is sacrosanct. It will be done. But if you fail to do it, he's going to raise someone else that's going to do it for him.